And welcome back to Cuesta Gym, 44th annual Cuesta College Rabobank basketball tournament. Randy Scoville and Mike Wozniak courtside, and you can see our halftime score. The Cougars on a 3 right before the buzzer by Plum and Ristov, taking the lead 39-38. Plum and Ristov, top first half score for either team, and for the Cougars also top scorers included Kenny Robinson with 7 and Vasil Bashev with 6, and for the Cougars of LA Southwest, Sheldon Wright with 10, Justin Cobb with 9, and Charles Glasser with 7. Waz, we talked a bit about, again, kind of a choppy first half. Officials calling it very tight. What are you looking for in the opening minutes of this half?
I think both teams keep your cool, and really for Southwest, there have been some calls against them, but they've played a very good first half, and to be down 1, they've got to feel like, oh man, we played better than the score indicates. For Cuesta, keeping your cool and using the post as a tempo setter. Very interested to see the distortion between three-point shots and post presence for Cuesta. I think they've found a little bit of rhythm with Ristov inside, and now we'll get to see Ben Amar back in starting the second half.
Yeah, if you're checking out the United Nations and the many flags of the world represented by the Cuesta team, the answers there provided by our staff. Again, this broadcast done completely by broadcast communication students at Cuesta College, and also if you've had the opportunity to enjoy football or soccer at Spanish Stadium, they're the same ones doing the big vision there for you. So it's going to be Percy Evans to inbounds as LA Southwest will go from left to right to start the second half in a 39-38 ball game. As you see, Vasil Bashev is a big first half for Bulgarians.
Interesting to see Evans here this second half. He started the game with a made jumper, sat the majority of the first, finding his offensive rhythm.
And there's Evans right now, picked up out high by Bashev. Stuckey. Evans again, they're looking for Cunningham with a long jumper, won't go, right into the hands of Ben Amar.
Well, good flow of the offense, but wrong guy shooting it. That's not the guard. Well, forward you want coming off taking that shot.
Landenberger to Kenny Robinson. Sophomore point guard out of LA. And we have a whistle and the ball turned over by Robinson, so it'll go right back to Southwest.
Yeah, second we've seen players not necessarily getting their peripherals to see officials with the hand count. It's never counted in practice, utilizing the first game to work those jitters.
Evans, picked up by Bashev. Lost him for a moment on the screen. Evans' shot will not go. Pulled down, though, by Cunningham. Evans will try it again, has it deflected. And will go out of bounds off of Southwest.
Ristov, excellent job of playing both, holding his man in the post, but ultimately negating the dribble drive, deflecting balls away.
Robinson into the front court. No score in the first minute of the second half. If you're watching the live video stream or the Channel 19 cast, 1-point game, 39-38, as Ben Amar, the runner, just won't quite go. Pulled down by Cunningham.
I like the high post action, though. A lot of space provided there, can go to work.
Cobb moving on Landenberger off his heel, got it back. Picks it up and makes something good out of it, and it's 2 for Cobb, who leads his team with 11.
I tell you what, that's crunch time offense for Southwest. If Cobb can find that space and that rhythm, his elevation is pure.
40-39. Going to Ristov, coming in from the back door and putting it in. Problem is Ristov has 14.
Combination there, not enough ball pressure, can throw over the top after the back screen. Poor communication by Southwest. Ristov warming up his offensive numbers.
Stuckey loses it back out, and here comes Bashev. Coming back and could not finish, as back was Wilson. To alter the shot a bit, Evans trying to go off the drive, going around Ristov. Runner won't go, and it's pulled down by, once again, Plum and Ristov.
Well, yeah, a lot of one-on-one basketball for Southwest. Coach Kyle's not happy with it. Going to go to the bench, but Cuesta finding their rhythm here.
41-40, couple minutes into the half. Attacking, it's going to be Bashev who will draw the whistle. A lot of fouls early on LA Southwest. He had a couple in the first 2 minutes. Here it takes a little over a couple minutes to get the first foul of the half. Third foul on Curtis Wilson, and that will send Vasil Bashev to the line. 6'5" freshman out of Sofia, Bulgaria. Same hometown as Plum and Ristov, played at the same school together, as Bashev makes the first one, and Evans coming out early this half with Glasser replacing him. Charles Glasser, number 2. And Joshua Jackson, 44, set to come in. As Bashev runs it to a total of 8 points, giving the Cougars a 3-point lead. And it will be Wilson after the 3 fouls, not surprisingly coming out. 43-40 Cougars as Stuckey brings it up as Landon Berga waiting for him. Working around the pick and carried it. A little too eager there and over to the Cougars.
You could see that play developing with Cobb setting the screen, was going to come back off a weak side flare screen. When you over dribble that early, almost enticing yourself to get it to the baseline, dragging that dribble too much.
Bashev picked up by Glaster. Going inside, Benamar going into the lane and contact. Blocking foul and Benamar to the line. Foul on Justin Cobb, which will be his 3rd. So Mohamed Ali Benamar from Tunisia had a bucket in the first half and at the free throw line at the first time. 43-40 Cougars, 17-13 to go. Glad you could join us. This is the 4th and final game today. Sequoias defeating Bakersfield earlier, 74-58. As both were missed. West Hills over Mesa, 64-63, and West Valley over Hancock, also 64-63. Cobb will pull up, short corner, won't go. Tapped up by Ristov once, twice. Landenberger in an attempt to save it. And sent out of bounds by LA Southwest. Sheldon Wright, who had 10 in the first half, back in, wearing number 10. Robinson in the backcourt with Glaster on him, 43-40, 3 minutes into the second half. Robinson finds some space over to Benamar on the weak side, and he'll put it in for his 2nd bucket.
Well, Robinson's rhythm right now. 2 beautiful feeds, 1 in the first, and there finding openings.
45-40, couple chances, and then Cunningham finally finishing his first field goal to give them 4 points.
Yeah, huge key for Southwest. Their offensive shooting, at least from the perimeter, has not been there this half. Offensive boards providing seconds.
Landenberga controlled in the corner. Bashev will not go. Ristov crashing the boards. Inside, along with Benamar, it will go out of bounds off of Cuesta. Percy Evans, number 1, right back in.
Bad 3-point attempt there. Anytime a 3-point shooter knocks you off rhythm, your feet move, you had to work outside your body to catch the basketball. Not the ideal time to take that shot. We've not seen a great rhythm.
Glaster coming out with Evans coming in, and the Cougars going a little small, as we will see Kyrie Carson in, and Benamar will have a seat. It'll be Evans taking that 3. Bit of a line driver, won't go, and Carson, who just came back in, got the board. Robinson looking off the dribble around Jackson and finishes.
Well, that play was set up by an improper closeout by Sheldon Wright, trying to steal it in the front court, left his big man out to dry.
Night for Robinson, and got an illegal pick on Jackson that will nullify a basket by Cobb. Glaster right back in, and then Evans right back out again. 2nd foul on Joshua Jackson. 3rd team foul on Southwest. None on the Cougars so far with 15:54 to go.
You know, officials, they have points in prioritization at certain times of the year. Maybe illegal screens will trickle all the way up the food chain. Other college games and professionals this year. A lot of them we've seen today. I believe 7 now.
Could become a point of emphasis. Working inside, slashing, and it's going to be Carson who finishes. Kyrie Carson with his first bucket. 49-42, Cougars with their biggest lead.
Well, side screen and roll takes advantage of aggressive defenders. No weak side when you bring it all the way to the extended free throw.
Glaster. Sheldon Wright looking for Jackson. Edge of the paint is shot high. If the glass goes, Joshua Jackson, 6 points.
Scott, I didn't think he had that in his game. Beautiful soft touch, high on the window. Good flash cut into the middle. When big guys can do that, look for pump fakes and secondary moves as defenders over the top.
49-44 as Landenberger loses it. Wright pushing it up. Glaster over to Cobb. Ristov is back. Contests. Cobb got his own off the glass. Still won't go. Ristov got a hand on it. And ball going out of bounds, but it looks like also we're going to have a quick tee called on Coach Calvin Kynes. So we'll let the officials sort this out for us. Okay, so we have a fifth subs coming in. And again, initially they said white, but they did mean blue, meaning Southwest. So Calvin Kyles will be called for the tee. Plowman Ristoff does not go. Ristoff starting out with a good free throw shooting game.
Well, Coach Kyle's fighting for his team right now. 4 team fouls on Southwest. He had his best player in Cobb attacking the rim. Deflected 2 different times, no foul call. Back to point of interruption here.
6-point game now as Ristoff made the second one to give him 15 points, 50-44 in favor of Cuesta and Southwest. Picks up the possession, Glaster on over. Cobb left all alone. Hangs and then falls for the 3.
I'm not sure what Cuesta's defense was thinking there. Cobb, the best shooter in the gym, it continues to light it up with a soft fingertip release.
Robinson appeared out of position there. 14 points for Cobb. Leading his team, Landenberger back out. Robinson, extra long 3, will not go off those soft rims, pulled down by Cunningham.
Man, and Ristoff had his defender on his back, did not get a touch. Here comes Southwest. When you take bad shots, good teams make you pay on the other end.
Glasser with a pull-up J. He has 9. Landenberger waiting and trying to draw some contact and succeeds. But LA Southwest coming back and getting it to a 1-point game. Landenberger will go to the line. Push on Glaster. 5th team foul, and that's the 4th on Glaster. Still no fouls on Cuesta, almost 6 minutes into the half.
Seems like a couple every minutes. The over-the-top pass is broken. LA Southwest zone. Cuesta doing a good job. Did not get Ristoff in the post last possession, but Landenberger knocking down that first free throw, stemming the offensive tide.
And that's his first point, 77% shooter last year. Landenberger out of Lausanne, Switzerland. Makes them both and pushes it to a 3-point lead with 14-13 to go. Cobb, a little bit off balance, just kind of launched it up there. Bashev pulls it in.